Hey guys, said I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. It's my PSP collection. So let's start off with my PSP. It's a PSP. What else can I say? Medieval Resurrections. This was a release game for the PSP, and it's a good game at that. I have the original for PS1. This is kind of a remake, but at the same time not. They changed a lot of things around in this. So as PSP games go, this is actually pretty good. I'd suggest this one. Me and My Katamari. This is a fun game, but it has a huge problem of it only has like 7 levels, and they just repeat after that. It gets very repetitive very quickly. It's not bad, but it's just really repetitive, so you can pass this one by or get it, whatever. It's not really a game, but a little DVD thing. Like, everyone has one DVD thing for their PSP, and this is mine. It's Advent Children kicks ass. Legend of Heroes, a piece of shit RPG. I hate this game, like, so much. I mean, Super Nintendo games run smoother than this game. This game was crap. I hate it. Capcom Classic Collection. I didn't play much. It was boring. You get unlimited lives and all the things, You just keep playing. It's boring. I mean, I don't know. Armored Core. I didn't like it. It was a one-on-one fighter. Like, the other Armored Cores were like missions that set up, and that was pretty kick-ass. So I was kind of hoping this would be too. But of course it wasn't. The PSP is a disappointment in my opinion. Sega Genesis Collection. If you don't have a hacked PSP or whatever else to play emulators, this kicks ass. This was great. It's got a lot of classics. My only problem is it doesn't have Sonic 3. It has Sonic 1 and 2, but not 3. My favorite Sonic. It's got another favorite game on this is Comic Zone. I love that game. I can play that game constantly. Some other good games are Phantasy Star 4 and... God, I can't remember the ninja one. I can't remember what it's called right now. Shinobi 3, that's what it is. That game was also kick-ass. I suggest this if you don't have, like, ROMs on your PSP. Prince of Persia Revelations. It's a remake of Prince of Persia Warrior Within. As for remakes, it's the exact same thing, except this thing has glitches up the ass. I have no clue how they released this. It is horrible quality. I mean, the music never keeps up with what you're doing. Voice acting is like 10 seconds behind. There's sequences where when it ends, they're still talking. Wow, this is pretty bad, but it's still, the gameplay is good. I mean, if you're going to play it on the PS2 or GameCube, not on this, though. Prince of Persia Rival Swords. It was an improvement over Revelations. There was a lot less glitches, and the voices were kind of on better. What they added was actually pretty good in this one. I found the extra stuff pretty fun. So this one was a pretty good remake. Probably one of the few games that isn't a remake. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. It was remade later onto the PS2, which is kind of awkward. They normally don't do that. But this was a pretty good Grand Theft Auto. I don't know, it's pretty good. All the Grand Theft Autos are pretty decent after 3, but... not big into Grand Theft Auto, but this is fun. I'd suggest it, but, everyone has it. My favorite PSP game, and it's a remake. Mega Man X Maverick Hunters. Took an amazing game and made it more amazing. I love how they added a hard mode. I love extra difficulty in a video game, and this one didn't disappoint. Vile mode was also pretty interesting. The voice actors fit perfectly, pretty much. Like, I think there were problems with Zero. His voice actor was good until he got too emotional, then you just wanted to turn off the fucking system. I don't know, this game was just amazing. I loved how they added, like, a 30-minute anime thing, which... Nothing really happened, but I can't stop watching. I get so addicted. You should definitely get this game if you love action games. Mega Man Powered Up. Mega Man Normal is a shitload more brutal than the X series. I mean, this is a lot harder. I know it looks a lot cuter, so you'd think it wouldn't be harder, but it is. Just trust me on that one. This had a shitload going on. I mean, the original Mega Man, you just run through 8 something levels, and you're done with it. This one, you could keep going through an easy, normal, hard difficulty, and you could use every robot, like Master Dude, so... Wow, there was a lot to do. This game was hard. I can't beat all the challenges. They're brutal. My favorite tactics RPG ever made, Disgaea. They remade it onto the PSP. They added an extra mode and 3 new bosses. If you've never played this game and you love tactics games, definitely get this. This game was mind-blowing. I mean, you can hit level 9,000. Holy shit, when can you ever say that in an RPG? You never can, it's always 100. I mean, nowadays you normally only get to 99, not even 100. This game's just amazing, check it out. They did a perfect, I mean perfect crossover from the PS2 version, like nothing was downgraded. Biggest disappointment on the PSP. Castlevania Dracula X. I heard a lot about this, like, I was hyped for this. This was supposed to be the game for me. I love Castlevania, but this... Ugh. I heard the Dracula X, the original, was, like, the best Castlevania ever made. When I heard they're going to remake it for the PSP, I pretty much shit myself. But this game was a huge disappointment. I hate how the main character walks. He doesn't run. A bridge is collapsing behind him, and he's walking. Holy shit, I would run my ass off if the bridge is collapsing, not walk. Ugh. The voice acting just pissed me off. So, I thought, at least, I can play Symphony of the Night and the original one, Like, yeah, that's cool. And then I put a border in it. Who the fuck wants to see on the small screen already a border? I mean, it'd be one thing if, if you want it on, okay, if you want it all, fine. But no. Another thing is they changed the voice acting in Symphony of the Night. One of my favorite things about old PS1 game is the amazingly bad voice acting. And Symphony of the Night also had that bad voice acting, and they put this shit, which is just bad. I hate the voice acting. It's not funny. Ugh. If you're a Castlevania fan, just pass on this. I mean, ugh. I got the pre-order bonus. It's like the only good thing about this, and that's still shit. Riviera of the Promised Land. Well, guess what? It's a remake! That's what the PSP does. It remakes games. It doesn't make its own. If you played the Game Boy Advance one, you pretty much played the same thing. They just added, like, voice actors and guess what? Load times. Just what you want. His Game Boy Advance one, no load times. But this, you get load times. Ugh. Generations of Chaos. I'm gonna be honest, I played this for less than 5 minutes. My turn was like 3 seconds, and the enemy took 5 minutes for their turn. I just turned it off after that. I couldn't stand this anymore. It might be good, but I just couldn't tolerate it, so I can't really say anything. I can't even pronounce this. I just use it for the exploit. That's why my PSP's hacked. Like a year ago, there was an exploit for this, and I used it, so whatever. Gory Man, or something? I don't know. The main character kind of looks like Roll from the Mega Man Legends series. Not too good. Very kiddie-ish. I don't know. WTF? It's not what the fuck, it's work time fun. It's kind of like a bad quality WarioWare. I don't know, it just really wasn't all that fun. Kind of boring after a while. I mean, WarioWare you have like, what, 200 games to go through? This one you have like 40, maybe 50 pushing it. Decent, I suppose. And the only other thing I guess you could call a game that I have is the Killzone Demo Disc. Yeah, I only have the demo disc. I didn't feel like buying it, so. For all I know, the only good PSP game out there is Final Fantasy's Crisis Core. But I already said what I thought about Final Fantasy. I don't really like him anymore. So maybe it's good. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy it when it goes down to like 20 bucks or greatest hits, whatever. Really, the only reason to buy a PSP instead of a DS is so you can play emulators. That's the only good thing the PSP has going for it. They probably did that on purpose, too, because All the games that they made are just remakes. I mean, maybe if you didn't play the original, you wouldn't think it's bad, but it just remakes. So, I mean, you're not really missing anything with the PSP, but I don't know what other videos I can do. I mean, I might do my PS2 next, or like, I don't know, an update on my SNES, but I don't know. Well, see you guys later, or whatever.